Good morning, Internet. This is Alex of Sudokus, and it is Thursday, the 29th of October 2020, and we have another New York Times hard Sudoku for us today. So, let's have a look. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we've got a pair of ones there, because of these two ones taking up the row and that one taking up the column. Got lots of ones, so these two ones locks a one down there, and these two ones locks a pair of ones there because of that one blocking the row as well. So I think that's sort of ones that I can place. I can see a pair of threes here whilst looking at the one, because these two threes locks the row and that one locks the column. So let's have a look at twos. I have a pair of twos there because of this two, that two, and that two over there. This two and that two locks another pair of twos here. In fact, these twos locks a pair of pointed twos, which should be super helpful by locking another pair of twos down there because of the pointed pair. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is all the twos that we've got. So let's go back to threes. We have another pair of threes there because of these two threes and that three over there. I think that's all the threes that we've got. So what about fours? We have a pair of fours over here because of this four. And that's it. So fives, we have a pair of fives here matching the threes because of these two fives stop blocking the columns and this five blocking the row. So is it worth having a look now in this cage? Yes, because there's a 9 in here now, thanks to those two 9s and the matching 3-5 pair. So that creates further restrictions on this in this cage, locking a pair of 7s here because of this 7. 3, 9, 1, 5. 9, 3, 5, 4. 4s are now locked in there. And okay, that's everything we've got for now, I think. So I'm missing, what is it? 5 and, no, 6 and 8 are not pencil marked in yet. Okay, let's stay with the 5s for a second and see if we can pencil mark in any more 5s. We have a 5 and a 5 here, locking a pointed pair. Therefore, I have another pair of 5s down here, thanks to this 5 and no, hold on. Yeah, thanks to these two rows being blocked, thanks to the pointed pair of 5s and a 5 on that column. In fact, I have a 5 here because of these two 5s ruling out the rows and this one taking the column. So that actually unlocks another 5 down there. And I think that's sort of 5s that we can do. No, that's not true. We also have some 5s missing here, but they're forming in a corner, so I can't do them just yet. So 6 goes there because of this single 6, which creates a pointed pair of 6s by looking down. So that locks another pair of 6s up here. So that was quite successful despite being a single 6 there. But I think that's sort of 6s that I can do. 7s, I've got a pointed triple here. So that locks a further pair of 7s down here. And I think that's it. 8s. 8s are locked in the same two cells as the 4s. So that pushes out the 6 because of the matching pair of 4s and 8s. So if the 6 pushed out, we've got another 2. So this 2 unlocks a 2 here as well. And locks a pair of 2s over there. Now, what about this 2? This 2 doesn't do anything else, but in the cage, we are now locked down with the 4s and the 8s. So can we use them in any way? Not especially. Okay, so let's move on with the 8s. So the 8s can still go in these 3 cells. In that case, not super helpful, but we do have a pair of 8s here, thanks to this 8 and that 8. So that locks another pair of 8s up here. Let's see. Don't have any more 8s, so let's finally finish on the 9s. I've got 9s as a pointed triple here, so that again locks a pair of 9s here, creating a 7-9 pair, which is useful because if we look in the cage, the 3s are now locked with the 8s, and it places a 3 up there, which unlocks the 5 and the 3. This 5 unlocks a pair of 5s there. This 3 doesn't unlock anything else. So we still have the 8s to be unlocked in there. Okay, so what about this 3? 3, 3. No, I think that's all the unlocking that we're going to do with the 5s and the 3s. So, what about in this, these 2 cells? We have 4s locked down, so that's another pair of 4s, right? So with that, I've got a pointed pair of 4s here, so that's another 4 unlocked, which unlocks another pair of 4s here because of the 4, the pointed pair of 4s, and the 4 taking the column there, creating another matching pair of 3s and 4s. So we've got a lot to keep track of now. We have 8 and 6 in these 2 cells. Now let's see, the 6 are actually locked in these 2 cells in that cage. They're also locked in these 2 cells as well, which is useful because that locks a pointed triple of 6s there. So we can actually unlock the 6 and... Oh, hang on a sec. Those aren't 6s. I was mistaken. We already have a 6, so actually, yeah, completely misread that. But the 4 and 3 does help me lock a 6 over there. And I think that's it for the 6s. So 4 and 6. And that's all they do. Oh, that was a bit sloppy of me. I have another pair of 1s here within this cage, so I'll have a look at it. 1, 7, 8, and 9. Can't do anything with the 9s that I can see. But since the 6 is unlocked, actually, I do unlock the 8 in that cell. So that leaves me a 7 and 9 there, which can be... In fact, we've got a triple in this cage now, so we may as well pencil mark them in. So 1, 7, and 9 in that cage. Now, can we do anything else with that? So we've got 1, 7, and 9 as a triple here as well. What does that tell us? Oops, didn't mean to do that. What's in here? 1, 7, 9, and 3. Okay. Oh no, not 3. 1, 7, 9, and 8. Oh, pardon me. The good news is the 8. I've got a pointed pair of 8s there, ruling out these 2 cells, and an 8 here. So the 8 and a 1 can be resolved anyway, which resolves the 1 over here, and also resolves a 1 over here. And I think that's sort of 1's placed. So now I'm just left with the 7s and 9s. I'm just going to blow my nose quickly. Okay, so where do we go now? What have we got that is weak? Well, we've got a matching pair there because I've got 4 and 6 down here, so this must be a pair as well. There must be 7s and 9s, and I can't resolve them just yet. There is a lot of 7s and 9s. These are therefore 2s and 6s, and I'm sure that is useful because it locks a pair of 6s up there. Since I've only got 6s locked in rows 2s and 3 within these 2 cages, and I've got 6 taking a column, so that reassures me the 6 is up there in those 2 cells. But otherwise, I think I may need to look at the greater picture. I think the best thing to do now is probably to have a quick scan of the numbers to see if there's an obvious bit of pencil marking or deduction that we can do. So 4s, 5s, 6, 6s are in there. 7s. 8s. Oh, there we go. The 8s go in those two cells. Now, that's not helpful for me right now. And the 8s are still locked in 3 different places. Now I know the 9s are down here somewhere. And it can't be here. So, let's have a look at this row for a second. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6 and 7. I've got 2 and 6, so that's got to be a 4 and 7. Is that useful? I don't think it is. Let's see now. No. What about this column? 2, 5. I definitely haven't got any triples, have I? Just want to make sure before I commit to looking at 4 different cells before realizing actually that there's an easier solution. Okay, so let's see. This is 2, 5, 7 and 9. 2, 5, 7 and 9. So that's 7 and 9. Because I've got 2 and 5 there. Not really. Hold on. 2, 5, 7 and 9. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that is useful. So since this can't be 2 and 5, it has to be 7 and 9, right? Well, that makes a matching pair. Therefore, that can't be a 7 anymore. So 7 is unlocked over here, which unlocks the 7 and 9 back over here. So that unlocks the 9. So that locks, a pair of 7s there. The 9s are now locked over here. And anything else. And the 8s are locked in those two cells. So that's a little bit healthier. And we've got 4, 6 and 8 in these 3 cells. Can I actually still not deduce any of those? That's a little bit irritating, but okay, that can't be a 9 anymore. I'm pretty sure that was a 7 and 9. So let's just have a quick look. 2, 4, 6 and 7. 2, 4, 6 and 7. I've got 2s. No, hang on. That's a lie. That wasn't a 7 and 9, was it? Although I do have a 7 and 9 here, which is kind of interesting. I think I'm just kind of like getting a bit, rushing a little bit. Okay, so these are 2, 5 and 7. Ah, okay, yeah, that's what I should have attacked. Because I've got 5 and 7 there, which unlocks the 2, which unlocks another 2 up here, which unlocks a 7, which unlocks a, 7 and 9, which unlocks another 7 here, because that's the only place a 7 can go. And with that, that unlocks, hold on, that unlocks a 5 and a 5 there. Any more 5s? I think that's sort of 5s. 7s are down here and here. Well, that 7 unlocks the 9 and 7 over there. So this 9 unlocks the 7 and 9 over here as well. So that 9 unlocks the 9 over here. So 7s and 9 should all be done now. This is the good thing about when they form a bit of a relationship, then they can form quite a nice cascade of unlocks. So let's see, these are 6s and 3s. Oh, can't actually deduce either of them, so that's surprising. Oh, damn it. So let's look at this column, because I have a feeling this is 3, 4 and 6. I still haven't pencil marked in 4s up here, but 4s are actually locked in these two cells because of that 4. So that actually unlocks the 8. So therefore 8 is over here. That unlocks the 6 and 4. And that 6 unlocks the 2 and 6. And that 4 unlocks the 4 and 8. And that 4 also unlocks the 4 and 8. Oops, 8 there. And that 8 unlocks the 8 and 3. The 4 unlocks the 6 and 4. 3 unlocks the 6 and 3, and the 3 unlocks the 3 and 4, and the 4 unlocks the 4 and 6. And that is today's New York Times hard Sudoku. Hope that's useful. If it was, please leave a like and subscribe. I have a Twitter now as well, so that's in the description below, so you can, I don't know, tweet me something. So yeah, I shall see you tomorrow. Bye!